right, thank you. In reference to the high-capacity magazine ban, I hear a lot of testimony that in states that have these bans, that you don't have a lot of violence or mass shootings. That is not correct. As a matter of fact, some of the most high-capacity rounds that have been used in school shootings across the world came out of shotguns. In Russia, an individual was able to kill 19 people with a shotgun. The round does not, or the magazine capacity does not determine the amount of damage that can be inflicted. This law has been found unconstitutional by two courts in California. The ninth decided that to overturn those decisions, and this is now headed to the United States Supreme Court. There is no evidence that this type of law is going to decrease the violence in the state of Washington. None whatsoever. We have not been able to stop the flow of fentanyl across our borders, and that particular drug is killing more children in this community and in this state and in this nation than guns. If we think that we're going to get ourselves out of this problem by banning magazines, you're wrong. The way we get ourselves out of this problem is to enforce our laws and make it painful to commit gun crimes. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Representative Graham, please, briefly.
Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful testimony, Sheriff Knezovich, and I'll be brief because you answered already the question that I had. Thank you.
That's even better. Representative Clippard, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sheriff Knezovich, as a law enforcement officer, I routinely practice changing magazines. So do many civilians. In your experience, would you believe that people who do in fact practice changing magazines rapidly could change a 10-round magazine quickly enough to mimic a high-capacity magazine, so as having there be no difference between the two?
One better. The revolver, a 6-shooter revolver, properly practiced, you can exchange and reload that faster than you can almost a magazine or at the same time. Again, it is not the magazine, it is the skill of the shooter, and many of these shooters do practice. Mass shooting is happening at a frightening level, and much of that comes from gang and drug activity. The day we start dealing with those issues, you will see the gun violence in this country go down.
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Ranking member, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sheriff, welcome. In your professional experience, will a policy like this prevent a criminal from using a high-capacity magazine?
As I just testified, there's no way you're going to keep high-capacity magazines out of people who want to commit these type of crimes. We can't even keep drugs out of the hands of our kids, and you think you're going to keep high-capacity magazines out of their hands? These type of laws will not work. And if you look at the polling that is out there for law enforcement CEOs, every year a poll is done. And law enforcement CEOs, I mean, chiefs and sheriffs, do not support these type of laws.